because I came up here with the intention of trying to prove to myself and anyone else who cares that I can still think about programming. Because last night there was a Terence McKenna Talks live stream on, and I just went into the chat and I climbed up here a bit quicker than I usually do because I was trying to get the last bit of sun. And people were talking about what they'd seen on this trip, on psychedelic trips. I don't know what psychedelics they were talking about, but the thing about my whatever it was, ayahuasca come Floripundia Brugmansius, on the 13th of April, 2011, when I was in Guanay. It wasn't a visual thing. It was feeling. It was my whole sympathetic nervous system, I think, and enteric. Maybe there was no ayahuasca in it, I don't know. Maybe it was pure Brugmansia. But it was feeling. It was feeling, and it was organic machinery, green earth machinery, animals, and my thoughts were full of animals in twos and fours, and there was a rotation, there was anger about the car, and my feet were burning, my legs were burning from the transmission shaft of these old, it must have been a Toyota taxi. The transmission shaft, I was in the back seat, and you've got this hump running down, and I could almost feel that thing turning in there, and I was full of thoughts of magnetic fields and spinning magnetic fields and dust in the iron dust in the road and the ants, and because that's the sort of thing I'd been thinking about, along with this huge temperature and this boiling feeling all over my legs. And so I took my shoes and socks off and threw them out of the window of the cab. But all through that, it was feeling of process. I have no visual memory. I've just got a memory of feeling mechanics. And after that, when I was programming, trying to program standard ML, I saw pictures of these machines and processes. My thinking had just gone process. Something had clicked. And so what I wanted to try and talk about right now was an idea I had for a type of channel, and which I was trying to program in 2014 in standard ML. The idea was a type of channel in which you could build processes, you could link processes together like in a Unix pipeline, except you could send things down the channel which attached new channels to the endpoints. And that's the sort of thing I think that PyCalculus, especially the higher order PyCalculus, was meant for. But there's some code in my GitHub repo for Red October, and it's abstract arrays or something like this. There's an abstract array type which I managed to to get working in functors. There goes the sun. And that was a real breakthrough. But the thing I was thinking about was when I was in Sorata, what I was thinking about was an abstract. It was an abs type. So it wasn't functors. You can't put abs types into functors. Or into structures. They only seem to, you can only declare them at top level. But anyway, what I wanted to say was that I think that the way to do that is not to go dive in and try and implement it, and implement those buffers and things, although they're useful. You'll end up with just a system for patching buffers together. I think the thing to do is to study that type system right at the end, somewhere around page 48 of that 50-page PyCalculus tutorial of Robin Milner's. He describes the higher order types. And I think what I would like to do is spend the time relating that to code, trying to see if I can model that type system using an abs type. So this is more for me. Well, anyone else who's interested is welcome to do it. But it really helps if you've got people to talk to, though. Otherwise you can then get so bogged down, like I did in 2014. Get so bogged down with the mechanics. You just don't get anywhere. It doesn't help if you've made yourself paranoid by not even trusting the compiler or the operating system of the machine that you're using. Isn't that great? I'll stop it there.